Hey guys, Jason here for TheChartGuys, taking a look at our coronavirus tickers. You know what? When I started covering these, I didn't think we'd be doing them this long, and it's turned out that we may be covering coronavirus and related names for quite a while, unfortunately. But let's follow up. Let's see what APT is doing today. So yesterday, APT had an indecision candlestick. We found our new higher low. We were on our way back. We were expecting a lower high under 1530. That was at least our nearest resistance. I thought we would get a little bit of a push up, but we didn't get anything closer to 1530. In fact, we saw some weakness. And on the 4-hour time frame, we can really see what happened here. Before we move on, daily indecision candlestick, we have EMA 12. 8 and 26 acting as support. On the 4-hour time frame, we were looking for a possible bull flag, but the problem was we lost 1231 and we didn't see any positive move to the upside. In fact, we just dipped below. Bulls failed to really do anything at all and continue down. So we are too far extended for this to be a 4-hour bull flag. What we're looking at now is an hourly downtrend, and here is that downtrend: lower highs, lower lows. We have no real clear resistance right now. And in fact, it's really hard to determine what we would consider to be our most recent high, given the noise that we've seen after hours. What I would look for would be bulls over 1362, and that is the high from the afternoon of the 30th. I would like to see bulls establish a higher low. Right now, that low is 1155. Bulls need to break above 13 psychological for me to be considering this to be a broken hourly trend. Until they do that, we're looking for lower highs and lower lows, with a lower high expected under 13 and then a break of 1155 to continue this hourly downtrend. If they do that, and we have established a resistance on the 13 on the hourly, and we see a loss of 1155, I would look at that as a 4-hour higher low as well. So we'd be developing a 4-hour downtrend, in which case our next major support is way down here at 11 or 856. Not sure where 11 came from. LAKE on the daily time frame. Another candlestick that has shown us some bearish intent. We have a Marabuzzo close, so bulls have full control into the close. We see indecision candlestick here. So the story, as always, is something that we need to determine. We're underneath our key EMA supports and resistances on the daily time frame. If we go to the 4-hour, we might look for a little bit more clarity. And in fact, we see that we are in a 4-hour tightening range. This could be the lower high that we're looking for in this overall tightening range, but it's unlikely. What I'm looking at here is going to be an hourly uptrend into an hourly counter trend. So let's go right into the hourly. Here is that change from higher highs to lower highs and lower lows. So what we can do is go in and try and draw a trend if you wish. I think it's a little bit too early to do that, but what I am watching for is the same as we saw in APT. I'm looking for lower highs and lower lows. Anything underneath 1622 is going to be a lower high at this point, and then anything under, well, we haven't turned yet, but right now that support is 1550, and it looks like that was a pre-market level from, what was this, March 27th. So that's interesting. Let's see if bulls can hold this into tomorrow morning and look for a lower high under 1622. CODX on the daily time frame. This one showing weakness as well. We see a big drop. We get a test of today's, what was this support from? The 25th was the low of 751, and today's low is 750. So 1 penny away from holding that double bottom, so that is still a double bottom to me, and it's a possible bottom fish opportunity. I hesitate to be too interested in it because we see bearish momentum still, so we need to investigate and examine what's going on. So potential double bottom here on the 4-hour time frame, where we have a very strong 4-hour downtrend. At this point, I would expect a little bit of a bounce into a hourly trend change and then a loss of 750, which would be a continuation of that 4-hour trend. So what we need to see here is, can bulls change the hourly trend with a break over 8 psychological? If they fail to do that, then we're going to look for a lower high and then a break of 750 to complete this hourly downtrend and keep that going. So bears are currently in control, and bulls have the well, it's up to them to see if they're going to be able to change this at all. BIR. BIR on the daily time frame has given us an inside bar. So this is the most optimism so far. Otherwise, we're seeing straight shots to the downside. So what we can do is go and look at today's levels. And I'm going to grab 35.47 and 32.95 as our inside bar range. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we are at a 4-hour downtrend. We tried to counter that trend, and although we managed to get some higher highs and higher lows, we still have key resistances to look out for. 38.45 is going to be an important one, and we've lost our 4-hour higher lows. So there's a couple things that I'm talking about when I use higher lows and lower highs and all those buzzwords. When we're looking at an overall trend, we want to see what is the lowest point that the bears can drive to, and what's the highest point the bulls can respond to. and we look and to see if we get consistently lower lows and lower highs. And that is a demarcation of a trend. Now, when we are looking at this hourly counter trend, we're also watching to see, can these consecutive higher lows hold? If we lose a higher low right there, and we lose that higher low by going up and dropping below it, that suggests a trend change. So that is where, instead of continuing with higher highs and higher lows, we now get an inside bar day where the market decides what they're going to do with this new opportunity. If the bears see that they have lost consecutive higher lows on the hourly time frame and bulls are weakening, then they have the ability to put the pressure on, break bear, knock out the daily support from low of day to day and from the low of, what candlestick was this, from yesterday's low, or the pre-market low, I should say. Then bulls are going to be in fear of that bearish pressure. So cool inside bar setup, a little bit of a counter trend, and I would say that bears have it so far, and just like all these other tickers, bulls have a lot of work to do to prove that they have some control and they're going to regain these uptrends. We have a similar situation on NVAX today. Inside bar key range is 1436 to 1325. If we go to the 4-hour time frame, we can see bulls were in control. We haven't lost our higher lows. Our last low, the furthest the bears were able to push, was right down here, 1287, before the bulls answered back. So we are still in a 4-hour uptrend. Things are looking good for the bulls. And in after hours here, we're seeing some strength. So 4-hour range is set. So this nullifies that inside bar play that we were interested in on the daily time frame, because if we check out our after hours levels, we can see that we've already pushed up there and broken that after hours. So the inside bar setup is not as good for us on NVAX. However, bulls are in full control at this point, and we're going to look for a higher low over 1325 to continue this 4-hour trend. Hourly bulls are very, very happy with the support test and hold at 1325, and now we're going to look for some hourly consolidation. That hourly consolidation is very likely going to form that 4-hour higher low that we are looking for, and then see some continuation. That would be the most likely scenario at this point, and that's it. If you guys have any questions, we love to talk about this stuff. We talk shop all day, every day, chartguys.com. And we do accept a couple members every day. If you go to sign up and you are unable to get in, that's because we have that limitation. We throttle our membership so that everyone gets the best possible service. Just check it out on another day or send me an email and I'll see if I can give you a little bit of help as to when is the best time to try and sign up. Anyway, thanks for watching. I do appreciate all your views and comments, and I hope this is helpful for you. If there's anything I can do to improve these videos for you or offer you more education or just help improve anything, please let me know. This is why I'm here. Thanks, guys.